Today we headed to downtown Albert Street where almost everyone was wearing a mask. But effective March 1st, they don't have to wear a mask in public open spaces and would only have to put on one when entering an enclosed area, building, church, and government department. But for some, wearing a mask has become commonplace, and it will take some time to change.
I tend to be a very cautious person, and I understand that the mask mandates have been lifted, but at the same time, I still like to take precautions. I have a family that I want to take care of, make sure they stay safe, so I keep mine on just for the precaution.
There were a few residents, however, who were not wearing masks, which is perfectly legal at this time. So we stopped to ask them about their feelings.
Feel good, you don't need to wear a mask. You're not mandatory, no more, so why wear it?
Want to give you maybe that sense of normalcy, going back
Yes,
to...
it does. Definitely. It's good if you not wear the mask, but then you could just stay away from a crowd.
For Dangriga residents Rydell Baird and Jerome Morales, they carried their masks in their back pockets, but expressed a sense of relief of not having to look over their shoulders about masks and be out even past the 11 o'clock curfew hour.
I have to start breed now, and I will breed for 2 years. Yeah, well, basically, just like when my big brother say, like mass, they got times like for the short bit people, you can't really breathe good during the mass, and activities you do during the day actually affect your breathing. So, wrong there time, if you could get the chance to do it, and I say, why not,
Despite the mixed comments today, one thing was for certain. All are well aware that COVID is still out there, and they must remain vigilant.
The numbers have been dropping steadily. We have a rather high vaccination rate within the country, so we are taking necessary precautions as a country, which I appreciate. But like you rightly mentioned, the threat itself is not completely gone. Even those who are vaccinated can still contract the virus. So in efforts to keep safe, I'm just taking the necessary precautions. This is my personal choice, of course.
We stay with our sanitizer, and basically, once we go around people who don't have any mask, we have we mask on. Like, when I have things span, that's how we do it. Because we have we masks. Like, we can't go to war without a gun. Do you understand? So we have. So when we see people without masks, then we mask up. So that's how we do it.
Yeah, well, like man say, you just have to be precautious, Wash your hands anytime you have any free time, put on a mask if you enter a building or stuff like that. And then, Father, leave the rest to God.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.